Feel like finally we're kind of getting into a groove with the camera system because I always have to do it myself. And one thing that helps, these, because can't see stuff far away. Far away becomes blur. I did not realize that when you're driving down the road and there's a street sign coming at you, you're supposed to be able to read it further away than when it's like right here passing you. I didn't know that. So like reading and navigating street signs always used to just stress me out because I'd have to like, it'd be coming and I'd be like squinting and then it'd be coming and then it's, oh, and I'd have like a half a second to read it before it just flew by.
I can't see! Oh my God! I'm gonna crash!
Hello friends, my name is Anthony. Some people call me Twan. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, a mix engineer, a singer, and a YouTube celebrity, obviously. Look at how many subscribers I have. It's a brand new channel. Is that a joke? What is sarcasm? I don't know. Oh, starting off strong, lads. We're here to analyze a song or two because that's what we do here. The first one that has popped up is from the YouTube recommended feed, and the YouTube has recommended Faster by Within Temptation. They're always fun. Within Temptation is real fun. I've noticed, because again, I have my band Sweet Clarity's done reactions for a number of years now, so I'm familiar with some of these bands that pop up. And Within Temptation is one of those bands where I was familiar with their old stuff because, you know, some of the initial kind of reaction requests we got were from some of the old stuff and it was much more symphonic. Their new stuff is more, not poppy, but it's very kind of synth based instead of more orchestral based, and it's kind of interesting to see how the band has evolved. And what I remember from the last time was that their mix was just huge. The bass was just sitting down there and it was thumping and it was nice. Even the singer in my band, who doesn't notice mixes, she was like, wow, that is some big bass down there, and I concur. I don't know what the hell just happened. Okay, I went Australian there for a second. Anyway, so we got Within Temptation. Oh, maybe it's the name. For whatever reason, the word temptation just makes me slip right into it. All right, well, let's see what we got, man. I don't understand you already. Contrary to what I just said, there's orchestra in this song. Chug. 4 on the floor. All right, give me a pre-chorus. Oh. Give me a chorus. Look at that light show. Those are expensive, by the way. Oh, that's cool. You hear that orchestra? That's nice. Oh. Sorry. She has a really cool outfit, like the thing down her arm. So dope. Look at all those spotlights right on him. This is so sick. Where's it dropping? There. Oh, that was tight. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, man. See, man, it's bands and it's shows like that that just, number one, really inspire me to keep grinding on my own career. But number two, just like, wow, that is so cool. Just like leaves you in awe because, like, number one, you can just tell everybody's at the top of their game there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes and dudettes know how to play and they know how to perform and they know how to be awesome. So, let's take it from the top, eh? So the first thing that I noticed about this song was the chug-a-lug nature of the song. Yes, I've said this before, I can't do this on my guitar over here because it's only 6 string, and that song was in B minor, which is on a 7 string, but I can show you very simply what this means. See, it's very simple, you see. You take your guitar, you turn your guitar up, you get noise with your guitar. First off, you make sure your guitar is in tune. Now that your guitar is in tune, all you do, right, and this is the key to like most metal stuff, like if you want kind of a, no, I don't want to say a shortcut, but if you want like a quick down and dirty, I need to find something that's metal and that rocks and that's real catchy real quick. All you do is you find the lowest string that you can and you play it open. And then you play the power chord, which is the 1-5-1. And then you just go. And there you go, there's your verse. Then when you want the chorus, you just play the same chord an octave up. This, by the way, is the chorus of that song. All it was, it was in B, so I'm transposing it to E because that's the lowest string that I have. But they were playing basically the 1, which would be the B, in this case the E. They were going down to the 7. And then they were playing the 4. Right? Yes. And in B, that would be the B, the A, and the E. And that's it, man. That's all you gotta do. Just go back and forth. There you go. Then you've written a banger. Then, once you get your guitar and your bass riffs going, then you gotta write your sick lyrics. And not your lyrics, your sick vocals. And to write your sick vocals, again, you just play the chords. So we have the B, the A, the A, and the E. And then you find your lyric. I can't remember exactly what the chorus was. But that's close enough. And there you go. See, that's like 3-4 notes. And that's all you need right there, man. Boom, there's your hit. Take it to the bank, record it, release it, get famous, make lots of money, and get lots of women. There you go. I just leaked the secret. No, okay, but in all seriousness, like that is kind of like how to write a banger song. And that's why there's so many songs that kind of follow that general formula. It's because they're sick every time. You can't copyright a riff. And so that's why so many people have written something very similar. It's because it just sounds so good and it works so well. Why would you not do it? You know what I mean? And you can always, put some twists on it and make it your own thing. It's never cookie cutter exactly the same every time. The chords may be the same, but all the stuff around it is not. So yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It was great. It was very well written. It's just a banger. That was the first thing I noticed. The other thing I noticed is Mrs. Singer Lady, I believe her name, if all I remember correctly, is Sharon Denadel. She had a very interesting vocal placement. I'm going to analyze it a bit, and I hope I'm not wrong here. She was singing in a way that I could be wrong. I take all this with a grain of salt, but it sounded to me like she was singing in a bit of a placement where it was meant to preserve her voice for a prolonged tour. So when you're a singer and you have to sing day after day after day after week, your voice is a muscle and it gets tired. And the only way that you can come back from being tired as a vocalist is taking days off. Now, when you have 14, 15, 20 days in a row, you can't afford to take a day off. So what a lot of singers will do is instead of going full out balls to the wall, just take a shit on stage every day, 100%, they'll kind of back it up and they'll do 80 to 70% in an effort to preserve their voice for the duration of the tour and even for longer, because if you blow your voice out too many times, your voice just gets tired and it develops things called nodules and it just starts to mess with you and it makes your voice not the same. It's not good, long story short. So take care of your voice. That's what I think she was doing. So what I noticed was when she was hitting those high notes up there, it wasn't a full belt from down here, really going for it, but it wasn't a either. It was a nice kind of, I would call it a 70 to 80% belt, where there was an element of head voice in there. That's the versus the yeah, from down below, this kind of sound, right? There was kind of a mix of the two. So she wasn't going full force and really getting tired. It was kind of there just to still hit the note and hit it very powerfully and very nicely. But it wasn't a full-throated belt. I hope this is making sense. You can think about it like this. If you're not a singer, a lot of what I'm saying doesn't make sense. So let's think about it like this. You have basically, I'm really dumbing this down. You have two registers. You have chest voice and you have head voice. And then there's a flip right in the middle where you flip. Now, trained singers know how to navigate through this flip and they can go up and down through it and it doesn't flip anymore. But for simplicity's sake, you've got two. Now, what you can do is based on what note you're singing, you can combine certain amounts of your chest voice with certain amounts of your head voice. And it changes the tone, the timbre, and the intensity of the note. So you can hit the note, you can, for me, let me pick something right in the middle. You can hit this note full-throated, yeah, or you can kind of, yeah, or you can, yeah. 3 different notes, 3 different timbres, all supported properly, but one was full-throated, just One was kind of a mix where it was a little bit lighter, but it was still kind of belty, and the third one was just nah, this is head voice. So you can mix these things around, and you can hear which one is the most intense, and it requires the most breath support. So what she was doing was kind of taking what I did the second time. It was kind of the mix between. It's a little easier to do. It's still nice and full, and it's got that forward-sounding belty vocal thing. But it's not so taxing that you could do it day after day after day after day for weeks and weeks on end, while eating with a shitty diet and not sleeping very much, because you definitely do not have it luxurious on a tour, regardless of how big your tour rig is. Touring is always rough. That was a very long-winded way of saying she has very good vocal technique and I am jealous. Everything was clean. Like I was talking about, the band before has I personally split it into stages because I haven't really caught the entire history of Within Temptation before. but I know their older stuff is orchestral and their newer stuff tends to be kind of synth driven. Let's put it that way. To hear orchestra on this makes me believe this is a live rendition of an older song. This is my guess, but I don't know. But I liked it. It was really cool. There were lots of cool like violin and string things going on as counter melodies to the chorus that I really, really liked. And like, yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was the keyboard player doing his thing. I really like it. It was nice and in the pocket. And it was exactly what the song needed. The guitar player and his guitar solo was real nice. Again, did exactly what the song needed, and it was super clean. That's kind of the big thing with live performances, man. There's nowhere to hide. If you suck, it's gonna come out. Something's not gonna sound right. And everyone in this band sounded awesome, which means they're real good, which is what I was alluding to right when the song finished and I was gushing about how good everybody is. That's how you can tell. Just like you couldn't tell it from a studio recording because that's how good it was. And then it has all this live energy in the crowd going back and forth. Hey, 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 hey. It's, yeah, super sick. Always a big fan of bands that kick ass live. And that's why I always like to prioritize live videos over like music videos and stuff. All right, that was long-winded enough. Thanks everybody for sticking around to the end. I hope it was worth it for you, and I appreciate it very, very much. If you feel so inclined, hit the subscribe button below, because I do lots of cool stuff on here that's not just analysis videos, right? I do lots of like one-man band covers where I'll play all the instruments myself and post them up, and then everybody makes fun of me in the comments. It's always a great time. So yeah, hit the button if you want to, stick around for that. I sing in 2 bands and I play guitar in a 3rd. All the info is in the description below. So click all that stuff and yeah, you know what to do. Do the thing. And then after you do the thing, you can get out.